All right. Good morning, traders. Today is November 11th, 2024. Thank you for being here. Thank you, everybody out there in digital land. Good morning, Bob T. My SPY pivot this morning, 597.30. Above it, I'm a bull. Below it, I'm a bear. SPY closed with a 2-hour uptrend, a 10-minute downtrend. SPY, Diamond Dow, and QQQ all made new all-time highs. IWM and FNGU made inside days, closing over bullish traps over their 17 EMAs. All of the Fab 5 are still in daily uptrends. Gold and silver, both in daily uptrends, both made lower highs, lower lows, closing under bearish traps under their 17 EMAs. UNG in a downtrend made an outside day, closing under a bearish trap under the 17. USO in an uptrend made a lower low and a lower high, closing under a bullish trap under the 17. US dollar index still in an uptrend. I don't know where it closed. That's not the right number, but I need to check it out. I was waiting for that to kind of fire up here, and let's see if we got something yet. All right, that's the wrong one. Give me just a second. Here it comes. I want to put this on the daily. All right, not quite fired up yet. Anyways, all right, so we'll take a look at the dollar after. Let's go take a look at some charts. First chart we want to look at is SPY. You can see here SPY on the daily action yesterday. Higher low, higher high, making a new all-time high, closing over the bullish trap. Okay, it's the 3 on top of the 8. All right, all over the 17. That's the green dots right here. So SPY in a daily uptrend. On the 10-minute chart, if we look at it on the 10-minute going into the close, we had a 10-minute downtrend. On the 2-hour chart, we have a 2-hour uptrend going into the close. Pivot this morning, what did I say? About 597.30, right about there. Okay, so above that, I'm a bull. Below that, I'm a bear. 10-minute chart, let's go with the game plan. This morning, we want green erases red, so this would be our first entry for green erases red up over here. Price action, look for a green candle over 599.22. On the bearish side, that would be 596.74. Okay, so 596.74 is the bearish entry for a 10-minute downtrend, and 599.22 is the bullish entry for the green erases red to the upside. All right, we'll edit that and let's make it kind of neon green. Crank it up. There's our pivot. There's our bearish entry. There's our bullish entry. That's SPY on the 10-minute chart right there. Okay, this is our 2-day anchored VWAP. Price is up over it. Money is flowing into the SPY. All right, let's go back to the daily chart. Let's look at QQQ. QQQ made a new all-time high yesterday, closing over the trap, over the 17 EMA. QQQ in an uptrend. New all-time highs. All right, take a look at Diamond Dow. Diamond Dow, this is yesterday's candle right here underneath the pointer. New all-time high for Diamond Dow, closing up over the trap, over the 17. Okay, let's take a look at IWM. IWM had an inside day, lower high, higher low, closing over the trap, over the 17, right there. Okay, let's take a look at FNGU. This is the most important one because this is one that rips the SPY and the QQQ around. Inside day, so higher low, lower high, higher low, closing over the trap, over the 17 EMA. FNGU still in an uptrend right there. Okay, so we got FNGU up over, prior all-time high, anchored VWAP. Price action moving up. It's in an uptrend. Want to see it go up and hold. That's my favorite. When I see price action move up and hold. I don't want to see price action move up and then give it up. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. All right, I like to see it when price action moves up and then holds that higher ground. That inspires me for the next move up. All right, so that's what I'm looking for. All right, so there's FNGU moving up and holding right now. All right, let's take a look at our technicals. First technical, T2122. And for Friday's price action, you can see we spent our day in the buyer's chop zone, just banging around here, knocking on the door for the buy zone. That's about it. T2123, okay, green from the beginning of the day to the end of the day. It's the 15-minute chart, moving up into the upper third. Like to see them up here, okay, right here in the upper quadrant. We'll see if they can make it up there. I think they will today. All right, so here's T2123 climbing into the upper third. That's bullish. We like that. Okay, let's take a look at T2123 3 bar, 3 more green candle bars. Price action up over the rising 200 SMA, back to the 15. Look at the relationship between the price action and the 200 SMA. We are now on top of it and putting in candles that have higher highs and higher lows. Okay, so there's T2123 up over wavy 200 SMA. That's bullish up here in the upper third. Love that. Price action, same thing on the 3 bar chart. All right, it's just a bigger time frame. Again, 3 more green candle bars closing in the upper third, up over rising 200 SMA. You can see price action putting in a whole lot more space there between the 200 and the price action on the 3 bar. Let's take a look at FNGU. FNGU, this is Friday's price action, starts right here. A little bit of red, a little bit of green, a little red, a little green, kind of just holding the higher ground up there, looking like a struggle. But on the 15-minute chart, we're up over the 200 SMA right there. And if you back out to the 2-hour chart, okay, you can see we are up over the all-time high anchored VWAP. Everything looking good for FNGU. Just need to see them hold that higher ground. All right, so let's go take a look at, what do we want to look at? I think I want to look at that one right there, and I want to look at silver and gold. Start off with silver. Okay, silver still in an uptrend. If it breaks this low, it's going to be in a downtrend right there. All right, silver still in an uptrend. Price action for silver, yesterday's candle, lower high, lower low, closing under a bearish trap under the 17 EMA. Okay, silver's in a daily uptrend. It's just not moving up for the past, 12 days. All right, it gets these spurts like this where it just kind of like just doesn't do anything for a while, and then the next thing you know, you get a big rip to the upside. So there's silver in a daily uptrend, but just not moving up. All right, so there's silver. There's the 12-year high for silver right there, is that candle right there. So they're taking a rest. Let's take a look at gold. Gold also in an uptrend till it breaks this low down here. That will be a downtrend. Back to silver. Silver's in an uptrend till it breaks this low down here. Then it will be in a downtrend. Back to gold. Gold price action. This would be yesterday's candle right there underneath the pointer. Lower high, lower low, closing under the bearish trap under the 17 EMA. In an uptrend, it just doesn't know it. Okay, so there's gold. Let's take a look at UNG. UNG in a downtrend, making lower highs and lower lows. Price action for UNG would be this candle right here. That would be Friday. Okay, got an outside day, higher high, lower low, closing under a bearish trap under the 17 EMA. UNG still in a downtrend. USO in an uptrend, okay, because it took out this high right here. USO price action yesterday, that'd be this candle right there. Lower high, lower low, closing under a bullish trap and under the 17 EMA. Okay, not a good sign for USO. Not able to hold this higher ground. You can see this candle bringing price down right now. So there's USO. Let's take a look at a few of the sectors. SMH. All right, SMH moving up, kind of holding the higher ground up there, making higher highs and higher lows. Price action, here's the all-time high anchored VWAP. All right, Intel is in an uptrend. We could see SMH start to move up even higher, maybe take out this plateau right here. Nice thing about SMH is they're holding that higher ground finally up over 256.17. 3 days and then look for a breakout. There's SMH in an uptrend over the all-time high anchored VWAP, money flowing in to the semiconductor sector. Let's take a look at XLK. XLK yesterday, see, did we put new all-time highs? Looking like today is going to be a new all-time high for XLK. This is Friday's price action, this little doji candle, higher low, higher high, closing over a bullish trap, over the 17, over the all-time high anchored VWAP, making a challenge on that all-time high anchored VWAP. Let me see, let's see, drag this out. Yeah, I think we get a new all-time high today on XLK. Technology, again, challenging the all-time high on XLK. Let's take a look at XLI. XLI makes a new all-time high on Friday, making another new one today. Let's take a look at XLU. Transportations are a defensive sector. I'm not expecting them to make new all-time highs, but if they want to, I'm not opposed to it. All right, so there's XLU, utility sector. You can see price action for Friday. They're in a downtrend because they took out this low. If they take out the high, they'll be in an uptrend. Price action was a higher low and a higher high, closing over the trap over, but underneath the falling 17 EMA. You can see price action. Here's an all-time high. There's a prior all-time high. They've been underneath both of those anchored VWAPs, kind of indicating some profit taking or money coming out of the XLU. I would not expect it to dip too much lower, maybe spike this midpoint here, but all in all, with the increase in utility expenses and labor, I would expect them to start turning higher numbers on the top line and watch for them to transition those higher numbers to the bottom line. So there's XLU having some profit taking right now. Let's take a look at, what else we want to look at? Take a look at XLF. All right, XLF, this would be Friday's candle, the red one, lower high, lower low, closing over a bullish trap over the 17 EMA. Okay, so XLF right here, that was, Thursday was a new all-time high for, no, XLF. Here we go. All right, I'm on the wrong one. Lower high, got an inside day. Lower high, lower low, higher low, closing over the bullish trap over the 17. There's the all-time high for prior all-time high right here. It's the first pink line. The all-time high for XLF is made 3 or 4 days ago, right there on Wednesday on the 6th. You can see that's an all-time high. It's getting re-challenged again today. I think we got another new all-time high coming in this morning on XLF. I just want to point out DNB, which is on my bulls list, okay, is in the XLF. Look for this to break out and make new highs today. Okay, so you got that uptrend going on. You got the BOP cranked up. So look for DNB to start to make new all-time highs, help push XLF back into the uptrend, back into a new all-time high. So watch for a challenge of the top of this wick right up there. So right about 12.77. That's a pretty good move for a $12 stock. Okay, if you can get it up to 12.77, maybe even top that out. I expect them to break through. But there's DNB. Look for a breakout today. All right. To the upside, challenge that high. So there's DNB. Back to the XLF. Again, we're going to get a new all-time high for XLF today. And you can see yesterday was an inside, Friday was an inside day. Let's take a look at IYT. Now let's take a look at XRT. XRT is our retail sector. You can see them cranking up, about to blast over this wick, this peak, this peak. I've been talking about this now for 3 or 4 weeks, ever since they made the higher low here. So way back in the 1st of October, I've been talking about the XRT holding the higher ground up here, looking for the breakout to the upside. So there's XRT. Price action Friday. This is today's price action. Price action Friday's the lower high, higher low, closing over the bullish trap over the 17 EMA. If we look at XRT, what's the move here? See it up, hold the higher ground. How many times I got to say it? I love that. That's what I'm looking for, okay, in a stock. So there's XRT, Amazon getting rocking and rolling. XRT looking for the breakout. Okay, if you look at this move on a macro level, there's a move up and there's a hold up over that. So next move, looking for another move up, just like that. Okay, so let's go take a look at the last one. Last one's going to be IYT. All right, here's the transportations. All right, today looking like another new all-time high for IYT. Nice work. Price action for Friday. Wow, nice candle. Lower high, lower low, closing over the bullish trap, over the 17 EMA, over a prior all-time high anchor VWAP. Money flowing into the transportation sector right there. That's IYT. Okay, so they're getting a new all-time high today, early this morning. I don't know who reported, but somebody did good, so that's good. All right, let's go take a look at our economics package. See if we can get the dollar to crank up. I'm going to hit refresh. See if we can get something going. Yeah, not today, I guess. All right, yeah, exactly, Fido. Today's Veterans Day, so thank you, vets. Appreciate that. I echo that sentiment, Fido. Thank you. 4, max pain for today, 596. Put to call ratio, 1.5 puts to every call. Could see a put squeeze this morning. Let's refresh it again, see if we can get something going. Disappointment. Okay, let's take a look at the economic calendar. For Monday, not much going on. For Tuesday, what do we got on Tuesday? NFIB Small Business Optimism Index coming out at 6 in the morning. Treasury buyback announcement at 11. A couple of Fed speakers, but none of them are Mr. Powell. The main event is CPI. That's at 8:30 on Wednesday. Okay, that's going to be the main event. Fed speaker, another couple Fed speakers, Treasury statement. Looking for that petroleum report. I guess that's coming on Thursday. On Thursday, we got jobless claims at 8:30, PPI final demand at 8:30, natural gas report at 10:30. I think they forgot that there's a petroleum report. Did they move it? No petroleum report. I think they just missed it. All right. Again, jobless claims on Thursday at 8:30, PPI final demand at 8:30, natural gas report 10:30. Oh, here it is. Petroleum report at 11 o'clock on Thursday instead of on Wednesday. All right. And then we got here, where's the gas report? Gas report at 10:30 on Thursday, pretty much like it always is. And then we got Mr. Powell's going to speak at 3 p.m. on Thursday afternoon. Mr. Williams is going to speak at 4:15. On Friday, we got retail sales at 8:30. Empire State Manufacturing Index at 8:30. Import-export prices at 8:30. Industrial production at 9:15. Business inventories at 10, and a rig count at 1. Main event's going to be CPI at 8:30. Second best is going to be Mr. Powell at 3. We'll see if he can disrupt the markets on Thursday. I don't think so. I think everything's going to be fine. Seems to be it's working the way that he expected it and it intended it to be. Unless, of course, CPI comes in a little hot and he says, he revises his optimism as far as cutting rates. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what he says after CPI comes out. So the main event's 8:30. That will probably be a very volatile day right there. For earnings report on Monday, who do we got? Live Nation, 28 billion. All right. Again, some familiar names, but nothing really moving the markets there. Home Depot, 230. This is Tuesday, $296 billion reporting in the morning. Sumitomo Financial. All right, $272 billion. They're looking for the time they want to report. AstraZeneca, $200 billion. They're going to report alongside Home Depot tomorrow morning. All right, Mitsubishi Financial again. If we didn't see him once, we got him again. 134. Again, they're trying to figure it out. Shopify, $110 billion. They're going to come in this morning with Home Depot and AstraZeneca. Who else do we got? Spotify, $78 billion. Wow, well done. They're going to report tomorrow night. Wednesday, Cisco Systems, reporting in the evening after CPI reports in the morning. Okay, so Wednesday evening, Cisco, $231 billion. They're going to report in the evening. New Holdings, $72 billion. Okay, again, some more familiar names. Thursday, Disney's going to report $179 billion. They're going to report Thursday morning. Applied Materials, $158 billion. They're going to report Thursday evening. That'd be after Mr. Powell speaks on Thursday evening. Brookfield Corporation, looks like $86 billion, and they're going to report in the morning right alongside Disney. On the 15th, Alibaba's going to report in the morning, $229 billion. Next, Nebius Group, looking for a P&L. The big thing right there, nothing happening on that. And again, some more familiar names, but nothing that's going to move the market. So as far as earnings go, Cisco and Home Depot probably be the main events I'd watch there. All right, good morning, champ. All right, traders, that's it for me this morning. All right, you got the marching orders. I'm going to lay out the game plan, get it all posted up. All right, until then, I will see you guys in 45 minutes and we'll kick off the markets. All right, if you got any questions, lay them out in there. I just want to say, if you're a member of our services, there are lots of resources to be taking advantage of. Let me see if I can get this to come up. Yeah, it didn't work. But anyways, up here in the file section, I'll go over it a little bit later on before the market opens up. Thanks, Brad. All right, I'll see you guys in about 45 minutes. Thank you, everybody out there in Digital Land. I appreciate your patronage. Appreciate your signing up. Thank you. I hope my content earns your attention. All right? Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Until then, I'll see you guys in about 45 minutes.